Okay guys, welcome to a new video. For the main giveaway for this video, it is going to be one Omni box, and for the first unedited comment leaving your IGN, you'll receive 2 Apex boxes. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and peace. Okay boys, so we're currently looking through our bank and we have some phantom tokens here, which I'm going to try and turn these haunted auras into Forsaken stones. It's going to be an interesting one. We're going to do these one at a time here. Let's see if we can get one. Okay, there's our first. There's a second. Okay, that's not bad. 2 out of 8 is really not bad. Okay, so we can actually sell these at like 200 bill each. So let's head on over to the TP right here. And we can have a little look at the price. So yeah, they're going for about 200 bill each right now, which is actually pretty decent money. I'm going to whack these in at 190. Hopefully we can get these to sell. Basically, we're trying to make some cash here. I'm trying to find and figure out some different methods of trying to make some quick cash. Well, we're going to keep going and having a quick look through our banks, having a look through the TP, etc. Just trying to find some new and interesting ways to make some cash. But yeah, I'll bring you guys back once we find something else. Okay boys, so I have got a ton of Ragnarok expert crates that I had lying around in the bank. Basically, the reason I'm going to open these is to get one specific item here. So if we have a look here, the expert crates, you can get the Yormander cape. Now, the reason why I need a Yormander cape is because in the collection log for the treasury sync, which is what we're currently working towards completing, somewhere here is a Yormander cape that I need to sacrifice, and yeah, there it is there. And I don't believe I actually have one lying around in the bank. I could be wrong. Let me have a quick look actually. Be a good start. Oh, I actually do have one lying around in the bank. Okay, so we're not going to actually open these. We're going to sacrifice this Yormander cape into the treasury. Basically, I want to get an idea of what I have in the bank that I can sacrifice and what I don't have lying around. So let me just sacrifice that Yormander cape for that collection log slot. Let's have a quick look. What else do we have on here? Blood hearts. Do we have any blood hearts in the bank, I wonder? I have spares of these. I'm actually going to do all 3 of these. So the hilt, the blade, and the symbol. I know that I only have 1 symbol in the bank, but I'm going to sacrifice that anyway. Blade and hilt. So let's just get these sacrificed off as well. Let's see, what else are we missing? So we need to get the Forsaken symbol from somewhere. I need to get these scrolls as well. I have to have a look in the TP for those. Privateer legs. I'm not too sure if I have those lying in the bank. We'll have to have a look. Bloodheart as well. I need to see if I've got that in the bank somewhere. I'm pretty certain I don't have these sigil pieces. I don't have any of these that I want to sacrifice, to be honest. Scurry Pat, I don't think I have. I do have a Chloris spare. So let's just have a look for Bloodheart. No, we got no Blood Hearts. Chloris I definitely have. I'm just going to sacrifice all 3 of these. I don't need these at all. So I can just full send all 3 of those. What else was there on the collection log? A Noxious Core. I have one of those in the TP that I can sacrifice off. Let me just pull out my pocket TPs right here. We'll take out a Noxious Core. We can dump that in. Not Forsaken. Privateer. Do I have any? Oh, I do have. I have got 4 Privateer legs. I can just sacrifice all of those. I don't need them. That is fine. Shark Jawbone. I have no shark jawbones. Okay. That's fine. So we do need to get a hold of those. Is there any other little loose bits? So the drop rate scroll 4%, the drop rate scroll 2%, and the damage scroll 2%. So we need to see if we can get a hold of those. Let's just go scroll. Okay, so I need a 2% scroll. We'll pick one of those up. I need the 2% damage scroll. And then I also need the 4% drop rate scroll, I believe. Was it the 4% drop rate scroll that I needed? Yeah, the 4% drop rate scroll. Okay, we can pick one of those up as well. This one right here. So 4% scroll there as well. Just get all of these bits sacrificed. Let's have another little look at the collection log right here. So we need 20 more items. We need the Forsaken Symbol, the Cosmic Stone, a lot of the TOH stuff. We need to get a hold of a Blood Heart. I'll see if there's one of those in the TP. I'm pretty sure we can afford that with our current cash. Scurry Pet I think is going to be a little bit out of reach at the moment, and same with the Azzy Pet. But we can definitely get the Blood Heart done. So let's just buy ourselves a Blood Heart real quick. Let's see here. Blood Heart. Okay, there's one right here for 22. We'll pick that up. Throw that in there as well. I think that's all we can afford at the moment. But our collection log is looking okay. Looks like we need 19 more items. Some of them are quite pricey. Blackstone Orb, we're going to have to go and kill Blackstone Dragon for that. I don't mind leaving that one till last though, to be honest. I'd rather start making the money so we can get the rest of these bits. So yeah, let's see what other money making methods we can come up with real quickly. Okay guys, so today we actually had a new update. And this update is a little bit of a smaller update than what we would normally get. But I did just want to run over it really quickly. So this update is the release of Vorago, which is another one of the legend bosses for the Primal Dominion. This is the boss where you can get the mage armor being the Tectonic. I also wanted to talk about the new Primal Dominion forges, such as the Teleman Cape, which is the same stat as the Cape of Skulls. So it's 180 in each stat. It's also a Tribrid Cape as well. We also have the release of the Earthbreaker Gloves, which is actually the new best in slot range gloves. So it requires some new items and 100k of the Seismic and the Platonic Energy. We also have the release of the Tremorous Shield, which requires the Stonebounder Shield and 3 of these stone-looking things. Then we also have the Tremorous Maul, which requires a Stonebounder Maul, Stonebounder Sword, 25 combat stones, and 5 of these brown stone things. We also have some miscellaneous updates as well. So Omniboxes can now be forged. Made a few changes to Omnibox loot table, most notably added the 50 bill as a common reward. Fixed the small voter and the large voter pets. Massively reduced the Grand Treasury reward shop prices. You can now have 3 pets following you, so Omni Eggs will now have their own pet slot. And a few of the underwhelming Omni pets are going to be getting changed in the next update. Celestial content is being put on hold. More information is going to be coming soon. Fixed a handful of the Conqueror task names and descriptions. Adjusted the rates on armor pieces slightly from Primal Legends, so lowered the rate especially at the first 2 levels. Cape of Skulls now has its stats buffed, so it actually now matches the Telemen Cape here. Where are we at? Made some more adjustments to the Telos combat script, so reduced the golem attack range to 2 instead of 3. However, for level 5 and 6 floors, shadows deal more damage, forcing you to actually do the intended mechanics, as people were just going straight through them. Added Forsaken You to the breakdown at Lenwi, which is at the Celestial Zone. Reworked some core NPC aggression code that should fix all future situations of NPCs getting dragged by the Mythic Mix. Added some new Primal Dominion Forges, which are the ones that we just saw at the top. Made Treasury Crate announce loot rolls. Fixed issue with items getting dropped to the ground when leaving Primal Legends. Added an Aura Breaker item to the Grand Treasury for 100 Treasury Coins. Fixed a client issue causing graphics to appear higher than they are. Fixed not being able to claim winnings from the Gambler. Increased the cap for a lot of items at the Grand Treasury, and the weekly bonus will now give 3 times Treasury Coins instead of 1.5. There's been a lot more planned for this update, but everyone eager for an update. He decided to hold back a few features so we could get Vorago into your hands sooner. This gives you new content to enjoy while we continue finishing the additional content that's on the way. Okay, my overall views on this update are pretty positive, I would say. New items getting added to the Primal Dominion is always going to be a big plus. New boss being Vorago is also a big plus in my opinion. And a lot of these changes are also pretty huge, which, you know, we could go over in game, but I don't really feel like there's a need to. So yeah, no, a lot of this is actually very, very positive. I'm a big fan of a lot of these, and then we also have had the introduction of the new premium rank as well, which is a plus 25% drop rate boost and a plus 25% damage boost as well, which I think is also pretty huge. Yeah, no, a lot of these updates are pretty good. Obviously, it's not the biggest update, but I would say overall it's pretty positive. And I'm looking forward to doing a lot of this content in the future. So that's going to be it for me for today, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.